Welcome to Serious Talk. My name is Karine Desom. Today we're going to have a special interview, and we are in Miami. Yeah, it's hot, it's not cold, but we're going to have a nice interview with a master. So I'm not going to tell you who he is yet. So first of all, we are in Magic City in Little Haiti, and so this place called the Gallery, you will find the masters. If you love paintings, believe me, this is the place to be. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome my guest, my friend, P-DRAM.
Hello, Karine. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm very honored that you invited me for this interview. I'm so happy to be in Miami, in Magic City Gallery, and with you talking about art again. How are you?
I'm so happy to have P-DRAM here with us because I didn't see him for a long time. And P-DRAM, during COVID, and we tried to do an interview with each other, but you know, it was okay because I did show some of the interviews, but now he's live, so in person. So P-DRAM, how do you feel? Because I know Europe is very cold, and then now you're in Miami. People in Miami, they're saying, oh, it's so cold. And then I said, ask P-DRAM.
Yeah, sure. I'm so happy to be there, exactly, because for us in Paris, it's winter time. We're between 0 and 7 degrees Celsius. So I was so happy to come here in winter and enjoy this beautiful weather, which is for me the best temperature actually, because in Miami you have between 20 and 27 every day. So I think it's the best temperature for me.
Okay, P-DRAM.
Hey.
So what brings you here to Miami?
Okay, so it's great. You know, remember that I made a complete collection of 12 paintings in New York in 2014. And so I left New York and I went back to Paris for my work. And this collection was storage in New York for a while. And I had a big exhibition in Paris like in December, a month ago. And during this show, I met an American guy from Miami. And so he loved the paintings and said, okay, we're going to make a show for you in Miami. And I love the paintings and I want them all. So that's how it started. So that's why I came here to get ready for this show and make new friends, but really for the show, because our show is going to start the 16th of February till the 23rd.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be a really interesting show because, as you know, my paintings are, let's say, somehow unique in the history of art. It has never been done. Modulating geometrical abstractions. So those panels you see there, we can change the places and create new patterns out of one painting. So there are many different designs in one painting.
Yeah.
That's what I've been working on since always, like you know.
Yeah, because I remember you talk about a square. That means like you have the world in your hand. Can you explain that?
Yes, I could.
Okay. Go ahead.
Geometry is the base of all creation. You know, 6 years ago, Dan Davidson, which is a great researcher, has just proved through his shape power theory that everything that is in the universe has been created by the frequencies emitted by the agency of different geometrical shapes. So you and I are geometrical, the world is geometrical, the stars are geometrical. The waves, energetical waves, are even geometrical. So behind words and numbers, our new understanding of the universe is geometry.
Okay. I know you are a fine mathematician because in order for you to create that, it's a lot of calculations.
Yes, it's true that we use all the, let's say, the fundamental numbers. You can use the 1.6.8, the name,
Okay,
okay, I forgot the name of the scientist who created that 116. We use the pi, 1.314. We use all the numbers because they are meaningful. But then geometry gets ahead through simple images.
Yeah, and sometimes I see, for me, I can sit down and I created so many geometrical, I don't know if it's an inspiration or it just come up. And then you just do it. And then sometimes if I'm a little bit upset, and then I will take a blank sheet of paper and then I keep doing, I keep drawing, I keep doing this. And then
wow, that's so great. That means you connected because you naturally understood that geometry was a basic and the shapes come natural to you.
Yeah.
So eventually,
I'll
through your drawings, the frequencies you emit are relaxing you.
Wow. Okay. So, and yeah, so because we always thinking that we are the only human, like species in the universe.
Conscious species?
Yeah, conscious species in the universe. And I saw that you are very deep. Are you a mystical person?
I don't know. Of course, what we call mystical, if it is being open to the invisible, being connected to our own soul, being connected to things that we are not taught or conditioned to understand in our society, you know, because through school, through dogmas, through religion, all this somehow is a kind of programming. And in those programming, unfortunately, they never awaken us that we are much more bigger than we think we are. We are not just animals here with a consciousness.
Yeah.
We are much more than that. We are divine creatures with the power of creation. And if God has given us the power of creation, that means we are fundamentally good because it's the greatest power He could give to anyone. He gave us His power. So that's why we are part of God. We are emitted from God.
We are little God. Like, if, well, I will not say little God, but I will say if the way they say it in the Bible, God created us as His own image. So it can be, God can be a woman, God can be a man. But we don't know, right?
Souls have no sex. Incarnation in a sex is just a short period of your experience as a soul, because your soul is neither feminine nor masculine, is universal. But what you talked about was very interesting about we are part of God or little gods. We could define it more precisely that each one of us is unique and each one of us is one of the facets of God's expression. So that's why He made us all unique. So still we have this power of creation. We created all the universes, all the plants, all the animals, everything that exists in all the galaxies has been created by souls like us.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to take a short break because I love your paintings and we're going to talk about the exhibition.
Sure.
So we're going to take a short pause. Please stay there. Do not move. And then we will be right back. This is Serious Talk. We are back with the master, P-DRAM.
Oh, you're
and
so nice.
so P-DRAM speaks French very well. So I was trying to practice my French, but we will talk later.
Sure.
Yes, P-DRAM. And I know you're going to have the art exhibit that is going to be in the month of February.
Yes.
So when are we going to start it again?
Okay, so the great opening is going to be on the 16th of February. And we're going to have opening every night till the 23rd. It just comes at the same time at the boat show in Miami. So it's going to be crowded here, lots of people, lots of parties. So I think it's going to be a good period to show the art and to make it discovered to as many people as we can.
So I should get me a penthouse down here.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. What inspired you to come with the geometry? Because you are unique. Yeah, I'm not saying in your art like in the world, but you come with something that people will never think that somebody will come with this type of painting.
To be frank with you, it's a long path, you know, to get to such a minimalistic expression of the energy. It took me maybe 20 years. So painters, we work through periods. But it is true that from my first exhibition, I was always into minimalistic expression, because my first exhibition was triptychs only with the three primary colors, red, blue, and green. So with those three colors, I create a whole collection of triptychs. So I was always in minimalism. I was always in geometry, and I was naturally inspired. And now I'm so happy because I see that all the science, all the research of the world corroborates what I've seen. Yeah. I went to the essence of everything, to the source code of everything that exists, even us. Yeah. So I was intuitively doing those, and now I see how deep it was.
Yeah, it's very deep because for your artwork, because when you look at it, and we're going to show in a little exhibition, yeah. You know, so this is what I call the four-dimensional. Okay. Because you can go and then you can make it small, you can make it big, but what size of paintings that you created in your, I would say from the time that you started, what is the biggest size that you did?
The biggest size actually are some wall paintings, like 11-meter length, 5 meters high. Wow. But it's true that I can make quite big. I'm used to make big paintings.
Yes, you tell them.
The one here is part of the smallest.
The smallest one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you come to my house, so then I can get you a wall.
No, I also have small ones, of course, and
yes,
make. But
yeah.
It's true that I like to work on big formats because the energy is different. But also you can have beautiful small pieces too, yeah. And totally meaningful. So size not all, but it has a power.
Okay, the power within.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then connection with the genius.
Exactly.
Well, I did some research. Well, so we're going to, you want to show us a little bit how you can
modulate.
Just a little yeah.
Okay, I'll show you just one. I will
one
just
piece,
just
not
move
all of
2
it.
panels.
Yes,
and
2
you have
panels.
a look. Okay?
All right. So.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, let's take the easiest one. So
you want me?
Okay, so like you see, this painting is composed of 4 panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, and what's the magic of geometrical design is that by changing the way we adjust those paintings, you're going to have another pattern coming out. So let's do just this, and you'll see the difference. I just move it upside down, but you can imagine that there are like more than 32 possibilities on a painting like that. You have a design here. Now let's reverse this one, and you'll see another painting coming out. And you can imagine that with all of those, it's very complex. You can change the positions. You can put them upside down. You can hang it like a portrait in high or this way, and you can play with all those. So there are many ways to work with this painting. In this one, maybe more than 32 different modulations. You can put it upside down. You can put it like this on the landscape position or the portrait position. So it was just to show you how it can change just by moving 1 or 2 panels. But you can imagine that you have lots of possibilities. So when you have such a painting in your house, it's like you have 32 paintings, not one, because you can adjust how you feel, depending of the energy you want to receive from it, because nothing is neutral. Like we say, everything is incident. Everything has an impact. Just moving one side, the energy changes.
So I'm so happy you say that, and I really love this because P-DRAM was showing us, give us a demonstration about how you can have 32 paintings. That piece will be mine.
Yeah.
So, because women, we always like jewelry, right? And then if you can have a jewelry and then you put it this way and then
I
the other
shall
modulation.
create jewelries that are modulating too.
Yes, modulating, yes. So definitely that would be a good thing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so you never know, so
Of course.
think about it.
I will think a piece for you.
Yeah.
With pleasure.
Yes. Okay. So, P-DRAM, I know you had so many exhibitions, but at the same time, so I know you have other talents. I want you to tell the audience what other talents that you have, because I'm not going to say them for you.
Okay, it's true that painting is my main activity, but before that I was a movie director, so I was a director of 4 movies, and I also had a lot to do in music because I was also an author and a composer, so I wrote many French songs with the lyrics and the melodies, and when I was younger we had a band, so we had concerts, we played on the radio, TV, and even had a CD coming out. It was before all this internet stuff, so it's true that I'm in art since a long time, and art is an energy. Whatever is your media, you can sing, you can write, you can create costumes. When you are, it's an energy you're going to put in a media to express yourself or to give a message. So it's true that I'm mainly in my paintings, but it's true that I tried other medias because I love to discover as an artist and to practice.
Yes, you are a true artist. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and we can check P-DRAM online. And you have a website? Or?
I don't use a website usually because I don't have one. I'm one of the rare painters that do not have a website.
Yes.
I had one years ago because I had an exhibition in Japan in the year 2000. So at the time I had a website, but I closed it. Now you can just follow my Instagram. It's P-DRAM1. I repeat, P-DRAM1. And it's open on Instagram, so you could have a look at different paintings and different stuff.
Yes, because we're not going to give you everything about P-DRAM, okay? Because I know the exhibit is coming. So Serious Talk will have the VIP seat, so we can be here for P-DRAM. And then, so are you going to stay with us a little bit in Miami? So hanging out a little bit?
After the 11th, now I have to go to San Francisco. I've got to do a painting there. And I'll be right back the 11th, just a few days before the exhibition to see if everything is fine.
Yeah.
But I'm so honored to have an interview with you and that you give interest to my work and to my person. I'll be delighted when the show is on to talk more about what's going on. And you're going to have some beautiful surprises I'm not going to tell about, but we're going to tell about when the show is on. Because what's going to happen is not only these unique paintings, the history of art, the way of showing them is also going to be something really new.
Okay.
And you would love to see it.
Oh, that's nice.
We're going to link technology to the traditional painting.
Yes, because I have to tell, because I used to do yoga, and then I have like a background in Buddhism, and I was trying to learn more about the Haitian culture, because I'm not saying your family, my family kept me away from knowing who I was and then what my culture is about, because we're more toward Christianity. So everything Christianity is good, and then everything that you do as natural is bad. So then when I went to the art school at École Nationale des Arts, so I was able to, because I chose dance, because that was the only thing I did that on purpose, because every time my family, you will go to church, they will use the drum, we will dance, we will have fun. But when it's time to talk about the voodoo culture, and then this is, oh no, you cannot go there, And then as a kid, and then I said, wait a minute, everybody, I always see them when a drum, as soon as they hear the beat, and then everybody keep dancing. So you have some happiness with it, you know, for it. And then it's a part of you. So, and this is why I was like, I said, well, so I need to learn more about the universe and then other cultures. So when I came in and I was looking at your art, and then I said, that's deep, you know?
Yeah.
But I did not know you have all this theory, like things that you do behind your artwork. And I was going to say it's vraiment. But it's a pleasure, believe me, to be in the presence of you as an artist, and then at the same time you bring something to the world. We see everywhere they're talking about geometry and then all of that. So even though if they don't give you the credit, but you get the credit.
Thank you so much, Corinne.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so what we're going to do is that we will update the audience on about the exhibit on the 16th of February. And we will be able to, we want you to come and visit the gallery in Magic City. And it's a beautiful gallery, and you will meet some masters. And then last night I went to the exhibition of Joseph. Oh
right?
my God,
great work.
it was
It's a great
amazing.
Work. Yeah,
it was amazing.
I like really much his work.
Yeah.
He's very into the mysticism.
Yes, very.
Yeah, and into the energies too.
Yes,
so it's very interesting.
Yes, very interesting. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a short pause and we will be right back. This is Serious Talk, Power Serious.
Thank you so much.
So right now we're going to look at one of the paintings that P-DRAM had, and then believe me, I love this painting because it's black and white and it's square. And so I want P-DRAM to tell me what inspired him to create this painting, because you will walk in the gallery and then you will say, oh, it's a bunch of square and circle, but it's deeper for P-DRAM. So P-DRAM, can you tell me what inspired you to do this painting?
Okay, first off, let's say that black and white are the ultimate work for a painter, because like you see, black is the absence of color. White is all the colors. So finally, when you have a painting in black and white, it's like you have all the colors, plus the absence of colors. By the way, I put all those circles to break the square shape, because we're really in a checkers movement, but you also see that we are all these movements here that give other directions. This is all energetical fluids. So it brings your eyes somewhere, it gives some other energy to you. I also use different kind of gold, clear gold, pink gold, normal gold, and silver. So by mixing those, I bring, let's say, the energies of what is coming not from earth, you know, what is really organic. I brought the organic for this gold and silver colors into this shape. So it's somehow, this painting is kind of absolute. When you have black, white, and these gold and silver things, you reach all the colors of the
universe.
Yeah, existing.
Yeah. But now I can understand, because I always see tiles like in big places, like religious places, like churches. You know, and I always say, wait a minute, how come they always have them like that? So this is what I'm telling you. I'm learning from you, because nobody will know that, okay, you have this color, so then you have the universe in your hand.
Yes.
And then, like you always say, now I understand. I take square seriously.
You can.
Yeah, because 4-dimensional, then sometimes they talk about 5-dimensional, but I think everything has the 4-dimensional. We human, we have 3-dimensional. But can we get to the 4-dimensional?
We're already getting to the 5th, you know, because we're not just bodies, we are souls. So everybody who's interested in those matters knows that you have other energetical bodies around you, and it's proven. Yeah. So you have got 5, 6, 7, 8 layers of different energetical bodies. So you have to take care of. And those energetical bodies somehow reveals your health too.
Oh, so that.
So when you're good, all these
it's flowing.
bodies are
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
If you're sick,
Yeah.
those energetical bodies are getting weaker. So then you're most exposed to other problems like
And
depression,
anxiety.
and
Yeah.
physical illnesses.
Yes, yeah, I'm glad you say that because now I have to pay attention. So
Everybody has to pay attention because
yeah.
now we are on a time that every one of us shall understand he is his own master. He must be his own master. He must control his heart, control his being, and then he will control his thoughts because our thoughts are coming from our emotions and not vice versa. Whatever you think is coming first from an emotional impulse. So what we have to work on is to work on our emotion, clear all that is fear, and let just love guide us.
Yeah.
And it's not easy.
Yes.
So, and
To
like
get
I
all the
said,
weight
no
of the
one knows
toxin.
who is love, what
Yes.
is real love.
Yes.
When you start to meditate on love, you'll go so deep that you go not crazy, but you have to forget everything you've learned about love.
And
Don't
to
try to
be-
project your vision of love. Get open, ready to receive information you've never expected.
Yeah, that's true. Because this is why I always say, everything that will come to me, it has to be natural. Because I want the divine love. So if I cannot
Exactly.
have it, then it's not worth it.
Exactly.
Because when sometimes, like when you get to a level and then you say, you know what, because if you love yourself, you can love somebody else. And then you don't have to worry about the world. Because right now, the world that we are living is very unstable. And so therefore, we as human, I see sometimes like I see the universe, how we're destroying our universe. And then this is the only thing that we have. We have the experience to be in. And then we are destroying it.
You know, we all have to understand, and all the philosophies of the works bring you to that. Seek nothing outside of yourself. You are your truth, you are your reality. Whatever you believe becomes reality. So it's difficult to masterize that, but it's very important for your well-being. Because when you start to seek nothing outside of yourself, that means also that nothing that is external can hurt you. You have your joy inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have no fears. And whatever happens, you'll be in peace because you're conscious that you're an eternal being, that you're full of love, that you're full power also. They tried from 1,000 years through their educational system and even through religious, unfortunately, because it has been somehow corrupted, to make you think that you're small, that you're dependent. You are not.
You are
are
not.
part of God. All of us is unique and powerful. So I recommend everybody to get back to the source that's inside there.
That's inside, yes. So, so let me tell you something, P-DRAM. I'm so happy because we don't want to give the audience too much, you know.
No,
yes,
no,
so we have
it was already very deep to
yes,
understand.
deep. Yes, it's very deep. But
Yeah,
at the same
sure.
time, we need to tell people because
Yes.
we are lost. So,
No, we have to be happy.
Happy.
The joy you have there is going to reflect in the universe.
Yes.
So never let all the information, all the material situation, all your fears and your thoughts, let's say, corrupt your possibilities of being a shining star of love.
Yeah.
So just keep on this one. Do not be influenced. Just keep your quietness and your joy. And you don't have to change nothing in the material world. Just by changing this inside, the whole world and the universe are going to be impacted and change.
Yes.
It's frequencies.
Yes, we have
what
to
you send, you
it.
receive.
Exactly. What you think is what you are.
Exactly.
What you throw in the universe is what's coming back to you.
Exactly. And your
Yes.
beliefs are your truth. That's
Exactly.
it. So believe in
Yes.
the right stuff.
Yeah. So just stay right there, P-DRAM, because I think the the conversation was getting deeper and deeper, and then I love this. And so what we're going to do, so we're going to invite you to come to see the exhibition. And it's a joy to see P-DRAM's paintings because he is a master. So, and then he came all the way from Europe to come here. So come and see P-DRAM at the gallery in Magic City in Miami. So, and then P-DRAM, if you have one advice that you will give to some painters, what will it be?
To some painters, I will say, try to find your personal, unique way.
Be yourself.
Get rid of all your conditioning and try to express something that is yours.
Okay. So we are going to, if you want to contact P-DRAM, you can call Serious Talk, and my number is 305-345-9340. You can send us a text message on 305-345-9340, or you can send us an email at serioustalktv@gmail.com, or you can contact us at serioustalk.tv and ijacktv.com. So it's P-DRAM is teaching me French, yeah. So,
no.
Merci P-DRAM.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So next week we're going to come with a show for you that is going to be very strong because we are doing visiting all the art gallery in Miami, and do the special, bring you some special, and then we have more artists that we're going to interview. So it's pleasure because I'm in my world. I love paintings, and then this is me. It was a pleasure to bring this show to you, and then next week we're going to have a show very strong, and then with love, and then please be kind to one another, okay? Be kind. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.